So hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are we're going to round 2 with speedrun Simic Merfolk in Modern. If you want to see old, I mean this is basically as stupid aggro as it gets. If you love Simic and brainlessly aggro decks, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We lost the die roll.
They mulliganed.
That's fine. We can keep. We have a good curve. Commander Speaker, Silvergill into Lord, and Biomancer on turn 3. Nothing wrong with this hand at all. People don't like to give credit to Merfolk. No, what I want to say is people don't... a deck loses one game. Oh, it's in bad shape. You know, people over-exaggerate, like, results over, like, one league or even one match. Off topic, if Merfolk was tier 1 like Prowess, what are the Mirror Breaker cards? Almost nothing. Like I'm not too sure what the Mirror Breaker card. Mirror Breaker is just play Simic, because you would have less islands in your deck, and you would have more less islands and more beef at a lower mana cost. That's the most important thing. That is ridiculous. Beef. But whatever. They want to ramp us this early in the game, that's fine with me. So as we get into this game, we are going to thank our sponsors, starting with the manabase.com, the content creation site on Commander, Modern, Standard, Pioneer, Historic, and more. The Manabase is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. You can support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can get 15% off your first 3 months by using my coupon code Nikachu. So fortunately, we are up against some sort of Bank control deck, and... well, what can I say? I really want to play Commander Speaker and Silvergill Adept on the same turn. I guess I can. I can play it off the Waterlog Grove.
Nice to see blue-green Merfolk. Always thought it was good, says Bouquet Man. It's pronounced bouquet.
I guess I'll show them Commander Speaker, because that's what I'm going to play. What the hell is this? You can counterspell? Oh, Growth Spiral, that's fine.
You should play with Growth Spiral.
I, in theory, could. I am most definitely not. Thank you, Nikachu. I think it's an important point that people need to understand. Not every league is going to be a smashing success, especially while testing. Like, even if you watch any streamers that have, like, 1 million trophies, they have tons of bad leagues. They have tons. They just don't advertise any of them. Why would they do that? I had a great 2-3 finish with this deck. It was amazing. No, they just don't make any mention of it at all.
There's the Oro.
Yeah, there's Oro.
Yes, Mad Max.
We actually have some game against Oro, because, well, I mean, if it comes back and draws a card, I mean, it's not lovely, but we can at least bounce it with Harbinger.
That's exactly what it was, Mad Max.
Is this 4 colors? Oh, it's Omnath. Does that mean you have a counter spell?
That mountain looks like the Paramount Pictures mountain.
Okay, I'm gonna go super aggro here. Oh, just snap resolved. Okay. I don't think there's many verdicts in these lists. Have you watched Peep Show? I have no idea what that is.
No idea what that is. Never heard of it. Is it a Britcom?
You can play Omnath, but you can't play Verdict. You're not allowed. What the fuck is this? Oh, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Time Warp. Target player takes an extra turn. Well, I'll admit I didn't see that coming. Alright, you have another turn. Make use of it. You can play your Uro, but then you die. You're going to play another Time Warp? This is the most fucking expensive Explorer I've ever seen, and you're not even putting lands in play.
We're getting it on video. Yeah, Britcom. Brutally embarrassing, but hilarious. I will check it out.
Well, our favorite Britcom at the time was the Young Ones. And Bottom. Okay, so they finally admit... I guess it helped escape Uro. This better not be Lightning Helix mana. That'd be... Are extra turn spells any good in Modern? It can be. I would say they have to be experimenting with this card. I don't think that's stock at all. Well, if they have no answer to these lords, I mean, we win here. Let's draw Regery. Hmm.
All of
I I want to just win right now. Okay, let's say. I will say this: if they drew, no, they had two fresh draws, a draw off the Time Warp and a draw off Uro to have a Path to Exile or a Lightning Bolt.
swing with everything.
If I swing with everything and they Path or Bolt one of these, I'm stoned. I'm super dead. Am I super dead? I still deal 6 damage, but then they attack, they gain 3 life.
Crack your land, hope to get a lord.
I could also play Biomancer. I'm definitely going to play Biomancer. Play a land. Okay, I'm going to play it safe just because I think I can win if they have a removal spell. Like, I think I can still beat a removal spell here. In my opinion. Well, yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to Flash and Harbinger. Now, it lets them draw 2 more cards, which could be a problem. Like, if they draw Cryptic Command, that could be a problem. Well, we don't get to bounce Uro anymore. But we do get to flood the board with a bunch of stuff. And we just have to dodge, I think.
The fuck was that?
I have no idea. Maybe they misclicked the Lord. We just have to dodge.
Bullets.
Cryptic Command.
1 blue. 2 blue.
You have another Time Warp. Take an extra turn after this one. Skip the untap step of that turn. That's interesting. So you can't untap? Oh, you gonna miracle something? No, you can't miracle anything. So this is just some weird deck. I don't get it. You have another Savor the Moment. Take an extra turn, but you have to skip the untap step. So I mean, if you attack with Uro, you don't get anywhere. I don't know what's going to happen, but... So this is sort of a janky Uro pile. I mean, you don't get to untap. Like, there's no end game to this. And now you can't even play... unless you can, like, I don't know, instant speed Flash Terminus or something. Okay, so this might be even easier deck than usual. We'll bring in Force of Negation. We'll bring in Relics. Take out 1 land. No, I don't need to take out anything because I got the Glasspool Mimics. I actually, you know what? I was thinking about it. Maybe against control decks, Glasspool Mimic is not that good. Take out Harbinger. Because the thing with Glasspool Mimic is it's only good if there's a creature on the battlefield, which there is not very often in a control matchup. Like, it's not even that great of a land. I don't mind Benthic Biomancer in control matchups. I'm going to take out... I'm going to shave one of these Glasspool Mimics. You know, maybe I'm going to shave another one. I'll shave one Biomancer. So I found there are some cracks to Glasspool Mimic. Like, it's a dead card if there's nothing to copy on the battlefield. And what matchups are going to have less things to copy on the battlefield? Well, a control deck. I mean, it's fine if you can copy a Mutavault. I will keep this hand. Sort of just lands and creatures, but you can play them at instant speed, so that's what matters. So this is basically a taking turns deck. I mean, that's what it is. Excited. I don't think this deck can utilize the turns very well.
It's the only deck out there.
Anyway, this is not a good matchup for Spreading Seas. Just throwing that out there. This is not a good matchup for Spreading Seas. Yeah, they have islands already. It's a little tempting to, like, just play a land pass. I mean, we might... I might get Path or Spell Snared. Well, fuck it. If they use something, they use something. It's just bad if they Spell Snare it. I just want to use my mana a little bit. Not that I believe in exhausting their cards, but I want to use my mana. And it's not... Well, I guess that we do have a clear dead card in my hand for Biomancer. They're playing a lot more patiently this game. That was loud. Okay, I'm just going to attack for... I'm going to attack for 1. If they try to kill it, I'll adapt or whatever. Just pass. Potentially adapt or potentially play Trickster. Definitely at least a File and a Lord. Uro is like bacon. Just throw it in and it'll make anything pretty good. That's right. Okay, so what is this going to be? We're getting close to Time Walk territory. How does this deck function? Because the top end is so expensive. Yep, it resolves. Because I cannot do anything about it.
Brainstorm.
Is that... What?
You can adapt.
I think I'm going to let it resolve and I'll just flash in a Trickster and a Lord. Attack them. Because I get the sense I have to put pressure on our opponent. Because if they get to the late game, then they might Time Warp us to death.
Hella sus.
Hella sus, that's right. Do you have Supreme Verdict in this deck? That's my most important question. Like, I don't want to dump this land because I could loot it with Biomancer. Okay. Ugh. I'm going to be a little patient because I really don't want to get blown out by Anger of the Gods. Actually, let's start eating up cards in the graveyard. Relic was a pretty good draw. We'll deal with Uro. We'll deal with Sanctuary or Snapcaster Mage into any of the Time Warp crap.
There we go. Already.
Get Lightning Bolt. Is that the worst thing in the world?
You could say no.
I don't think it's worth it. All right, you want a Lightning Bolt? Sure. Like, whatever. That's not an Uro. You want a Time Warp into your Lightning Bolt? Sure. Yep. I'm much more concerned about Snapcaster Mage into Time Warp. That'd be much more brutal. Okay. You drew into your Lightning Bolt. You may now bolt my lord. Dead.
That is some extreme tech.
Yep. I guess there's... Okay, so if they put the Lightning Bolt on top of their deck, that means... Let's do some detective work here. That means they don't have a sweeper, which means I am going to dump my hand.
Ooh.
Do you have Snapcaster Mage? If you have Snapcaster Mage, that's okay. I'll still attack with both these things. No Snapcaster Mage. Okay, so still want to have mana up. Anyway, pass. You better not magically have like Supreme Verdict here and next level me or something. Hello, fellow menfolks, menflocks. Says Apple. Is this Omnath? Oh, there is Omnath in this deck. Okay.
What does that do?
Draws cards. Gains life. Deals damage. Gains mana. Oh, is this the power? So if they like sacked it, I guess they have nothing to do with their mana. I think we found the reason why they're doing what they're doing in this deck.
Trickster.
I should actually loot with this first. I should have looted with it. If I drew a 3-drop, I would have wanted to that's silly. Why do you need to fetch? Are you getting time warp? Yeah, that's definitely not happening.
Goodbye.
Ooh, we drew into Lord of Atlantis. Fantastic. Is this resolved?
Surprise!
Yeah, I got another one. Well, you don't have any, like, white mana or anything available, so we'll just play Lord of Atlantis, smash with everything. Is it lethal? It might be. 7 and 7. No, it's just 14. But, okay, well, they resigned. They were like, you know what, screw this. I don't have anything else. These relics are a beating. And that's that. So this here, so we're going to have a counter. This was the second, well, our first match, Spreading Seas, would have been, like, good. I would have been happy to have Spreading Seas in the deck, but this matchup, and there's a lot of these Uro Omnath decks, Spreading Seas is terrible. I mean, you already have Island Walk. You're not cutting them off any particular mana source, or you'd be really dreaming if you thought you were. And this is one of the reasons I don't want to have Spreading Seas in the deck. So anyway, with that, we're going to keep streaming for everyone watching live, but for everyone on YouTube, that's the game for today. We're going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel. We're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Simic Merfolk. Speedrun Simic in Modern.